boards, lighting candles, camping out at haunted beach resorts. I write the dark shit and rap about perverted violence. Ghost stories of people murdered on deserted islands. Dressed in jean shorts, high tops, and tube socks. Holding a rifle with a life full of drama like Tupac's. Jumping on rooftops, drunk after I do shots. Landing in someone's backyard, getting chewed up by 2 rots. I got a new watch and 2 rings with huge rocks. This rap shit got cash coming out the blue like new cops. I used to sell pizzas, now I got 12 visas. To tell Jesus I'ma quit sinning when hell freezes. That's why my brain is out of order. That's probably why my nights are getting colder and my days seem shorter. But as the world turns and I keep growing older, I'll be living this hip-hop till hell freezes over. Bitch, till hell freezes over. I'll be living this hip-hop till hell freezes over. And as the world turns and I keep growing older, I'll be living this hip-hop till hell freezes. Yo, I used to be too heavy in that cruising grass and crap. I think I fucked my head up listening to acid rap. I go to parties bumping Nasty Nas's new song and smoke pot till I get high and stare at shit for too long. Like, the sweetest lace painted, it tastes tainted, the whole place fainted. I woke up with my face painted, spaced out like sci-fi TV. Fuck ICP, buy my CD. It's what I'm screaming while I'm handing out promo tapes of my debut. Telling bitches, let me eat your pussy while I save you. Ain't no shame in my game, I turn the party out, making everybody shout for the rapper with potty mouth. That's why my brain is out of order. That's probably why my nights are getting colder and my days seem shorter. But as the world turns and I keep growing older, I'll be living this hip-hop till hell freezes over. Bitch, till hell freezes over. I'll be living this hip-hop till hell freezes over. And as the world turns and I keep growing older, I'll be living this hip-hop till hell freezes over.
Yeah, I don't know why that wasn't playing. That's weird. It played the other day. Let me try again. All right, well, I guess it's not gonna work. But shout out Truly Laced. If you haven't checked out this Big West song, definitely go check it out.
East Coast bitch.
Here we go.
But I'm on some West Coast shit.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta edit out that beginning part.
On every panel with an issue that's running to tell. How come he don't say it to my face? He's scared as hell. Really all gas like the station not pay his bills. Rather smoke alive, he can even complete a sale. He lost his mind, he lost his job, he broke his hell. Saying he in pain, I'ma leave him hurt as hell. All up on my page, yeah, the nigga lurk as well. We the same size for a nigga that's fucking frail. Got a tough shell and career, so to sell. I really tore this soft bitch a new tail. Had to do it for the West, cause a nigga done fell. Had to do it for the... You can get your nose knocked off, Spinks. It really ain't hard. One hit with the hammer, I knock you off like the...
That's so weird. I gotta fix that. I don't know what. There must have been an issue when I converted it to the MP4. I don't know. But I'm gonna fix that because that shit is crazy. What did she say? So cut off your gas like the station that you work at. Or something. Fire from the gas, like the station, whatever it was. Salute, Hazy, salute. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna I can't stay live too long because I worked 17 hours yesterday in the fucking snow and it was brutal. And then I just had another like 16 to 17 hour day. So I don't want to make this too long, but what I'm gonna do. Yes, that shit was cold as hell. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to break down. I'm just gonna go over the scores of each game, announce the matchups for next week, and then I'll drop the link. So if any of you want to come up and talk about your team or just your take on some of the games, who you think is gonna make it to the Super Bowl. So yeah, let's get started. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the Cleveland Browns versus the Houston Texans. Now I'm a big fan of both of those teams, especially that like this year. I really like the fact that Cleveland was able to go 11-6, with 4 different quarterbacks. Like, how are you able to build chemistry with your receivers and your running back and your offensive line if they got a different quarterback every week, right? So they managed to do it. And then once Flacco started playing, I really thought the last 4 games of the season he played just as good, if not better, than he played when he was with the Ravens, and won that ring. So I really thought now CJ Stroud is an yeah, he did. He really did. He really did. Yeah. And Njoku is a great tight end. He just never had a good enough quarterback throwing it to him, I feel like. And Deshaun Watson focuses more on receivers, but when you have a quarterback who knows how to get it to the tight ends, that's what's gonna, make the difference. Brady and Gronk, perfect example. Even Drew Bledsoe and Ben Coates. But yeah, so I really the way I thought this game was gonna go, I thought Houston was gonna suffer a little bit without Tank Dell because I knew Noah Brown was still a little bit banged up, and I really didn't think he was gonna play the whole game, and he was out in the first quarter. So I thought that they may struggle a little bit. I expected this game because of Cleveland having the number 1 overall defense in the league. I kind of felt like this game was gonna be like 31-28. Like, I really thought 31-28 Cleveland. You know what I mean? Because Stroud is good enough, even against a really good defense, to make plays happen. And Nico Collins is just so fast and a great route runner. So I knew there was going to be excitement from both sides, but I did not expect what happened. 45-14. It's just insane. 45-14. Like, this might be the most hopeful I've been for Houston since. Yeah, bro. Yep. Honestly, like, I think Stroud is gonna be your quarterback, Houston's quarterback, for a very long time. And I think he's going to do a lot more for that team than Deshaun Watson ever did. And I like Deshaun Watson. He's a great quarterback, but like, he has to be in the right system. Stroud, you give him just some semi-fast receivers, and he's going to make shit happen. will he be able to continue that throughout the playoffs? We'll see. So next game we got Miami Dolphins versus Kansas City Chiefs. Now, I knew this game was going to the Chiefs. Now I am not a Chiefs fan at all. But I knew they were going to take this game. And here's why. Miami has a great offense. They have a decent defense. Better than decent defense. They have a pretty good defense. But Tua turns the ball over too much. And when you are from Hawaii and you go to a team like Miami where it's warm, you know what I mean? That's going to affect. Like, I feel like if he went to a team that it's cold all the time and he lived in a city where it was cold all the time, he'd play better in the cold. Granted, with the wind, it did feel like negative 23, negative 27. That was the lowest it got at that game, negative 27. But I feel like the two a little bit overrated. Not good under pressure. Right, exactly. And you know what? Like, people were really impressed at the beginning of the year when he was when they were putting up like 71 points. You know, they put up big numbers almost every game. Unless they were playing a team that was above 500. Every time they played a team above 500, they struggled. And a lot of their points came from their running backs. You know, a lot of their points came from Mostert or Achane. You know, obviously Tyreek is a beast, but when, you know, Tua's being pressured like that and doesn't really, I don't know. I just didn't think that was a great matchup, especially for the opener. Now, if Miami had home field, it could have been a very different game. I feel like Miami might have won that. But I think the cold got to them. I think just the pressure maybe too, because a lot of those guys are still very young and don't have any playoff experience aside from Tyreek Hill. I'm sure Mostert definitely has playoff experience, but yeah. So I mean, I do think that Tua is going to get better, and I think that the Dolphins are going to be a force to be reckoned with in this league within the next couple of years. But as of right now, I mean, Kansas City pulled it off, you know, and I like that they're doing it without using Travis Kelce so much. Just because it shows the diversity. And like, I know Mahomes has always been the type of quarterback to spread the ball around a lot because he never had that one really reliable receiver. Rashee Rice is that guy this year. Like, Rashee Rice, very reliable player. You know, I think on my, like, when doing DraftKings all year, I don't think he had a game that he got under like 15 fantasy points, you know. So he's always guaranteed a few catches, you know, some good yardage. He's gonna be a really great player in the future. He's great now, but you know, he still has a long way to go in this league. Yeah, they did. And I get it, like Waddle was still a little banged up, but you still got Wilson. You know, you got Berrios, who's fast as hell. You know, they definitely you know, Smythe, the tight end, he's not a great tight end. He's not one of the better tight ends in the league, but you know, I feel like they definitely should have spread the ball around more and not try to force it so much to Hill. And also, if they were able to get that run game going, it really would have been a different story. But they couldn't get it going, and then once you're down by a couple touchdowns, the run game is obsolete at that point. So next we got sorry if I didn't say the score to that game was 26-7. Next game we got Dallas Cowboys versus the Green Bay Packers. Now, growing up, I never cared for the Cowboys at all. I still can take them or leave them. They got some great players. But as a kid growing up, my favorite team, period, was the Green Bay Packers. But my favorite teams were the Packers, the Lions, the Dolphins, and the Patriots. Those were my 4 teams. So to see Green Bay not only beat the Cowboys, but beat them at home after Dallas hadn't lost at home in 2 seasons. They hadn't lost at home in 16 games. That's a lot. So it was due. I don't know what was going on between CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott, but there was definitely something going on. And they because they were giving each other looks and all types of shit. It was weird. And I know that type of shit happens, but you know, but then they must have talked it over at halftime and came back out and damn near came back, you know, and it's crazy because if you didn't watch the game and you just look at the score, you would think, damn, like that was a close game. It was not. It was not. Green Bay was in control of that game for the first 2.5 quarters. Then it started to get a little dicey. Just like Houston had control of that game. But let's shut Aaron Jones, man, 3 rushing touchdowns and over 100 yards in that game. Ferguson for the Cowboys, 3 touchdowns. So there was 6 touchdowns in that game by just 2 people. Pretty wild game. It was exciting to watch too. Yeah, the play calling was bad. A very close friend of mine, he's a huge Cowboys fan too. I just never really cared for him. I think it's because they're referred to as America's team, but the Patriots, the Patriots, whose colors are red, white, and blue, I think that's America's team. But you know, people love to hate on the Patriots and Brady when he was here, so I get it. But that's America's team, the team that is named the Patriots. Yo, that's a fact. Pollard is good, but he's not good enough. He's not good enough. they would have been better off keeping Elliott. But so yeah, Green Bay dominated that game. Jordan Love was incredible. Dobbs was incredible. Aaron Jones obviously was phenomenal. And for Dallas, I mean, it like I said, they struggled the whole game. Tony Pollard didn't do shit. Brandon Cooks had a few catches, but really didn't do shit. CeeDee Lamb ended up with over 100 yards, and a good amount of catches, but Ferguson was really that guy. I think he got 3 touchdowns. I think he ended with like 99 yards. Like 89 yards or something like that. But yeah, so that the second half of that game was very, very exciting. The first half of the game was exciting just on the Packers end. Next we have, I'm going to save the best one for last. Next we have Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I had a feeling that this was going to happen because Philly's defense is just so bad that there's no way. Now, I know Baker Mayfield's not the greatest quarterback in the world, but when you have Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, guys like that, like they're gonna make you look good, you know. Jalen Hurts was dealing with an injury, too, I believe, but AJ Brown was out. Devontae Smith, had over 100 yards, no touchdowns though. Goddard, Goddard, I forget how they pronounce it, but Tampa Bay is the worst or the second worst. They allow either the most or the second most touchdowns and yards to tight ends. So I don't understand why Hurts didn't utilize that more often. But that game resulted in a 32-9 score with Tampa Bay moving on and Philadelphia going home. At the beginning of the season, when they go like 6-0 or 7-0 or some shit. I think they even went went 8-0 or something. And then they just shit the bed. Yeah, man, I feel like they got exposed a few times this season, but to a quarterback like Baker Mayfield, who's like 5'2", can't even see over the lineman. And again, not the greatest quarterback. He's probably like an average quarterback, better than Mac Jones, but yeah, he exposed that defense for sure. So next we got Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Buffalo Bills. And again, I'm going to say this. I hope the Lions go all the way, and I hope they win it all. But I think it's going to be Bills and 49ers. And I'll break that down in a minute. But Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Buffalo Bills. 10-1 ended up 11-7. Yeah, that's insane. That's insane. That's right. I remember now. I remember them being I think they were 9-0 and then they lost the game, right? And then they won a game, which made them 10-1. If I'm not mistaken, but yeah, 10-1, and then losing. 6 more games is crazy. So next we got Pittsburgh Steelers versus Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen was phenomenal in this game. 3 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown. If y'all didn't see it, go check the highlights because that rushing touchdown was different. He bounced off a couple guys like a pinball machine, like right off rip. But like he definitely should have slid, and most quarterbacks would have. And you could tell he like stopped and like was about to slide, and the whole defense just kind of like stopped to let him slide. But instead of sliding, he just starts running again, and they couldn't grab him. And he runs in. It was like a 30-yard touchdown. Yeah, Josh Allen is a great quarterback. And then that touchdown to Shakir. Shakir, the dude is so small, and he caught that ball and turned around, and that dude went tag. He bounced right off of him, fell, but he didn't touch the ground at all. The only thing that touched the ground was the palm of his hand, and he pushed himself back up and took off for a touchdown. That was wild. That was a great touchdown. Pittsburgh, you know, it was pretty disappointing. I mean, I know what they're working with. I know, they're on their 3rd or 4th quarterback, but this is exactly how I expected the game to go. I honestly thought that Najee Harris was going to have a little bit bigger of a game, but so that score was 31-17. I kind of wish they just did the game the day before when it was a blizzard. Word clip, no doubt. And last but not least, we got the Los Angeles Rams versus the Detroit Lions. Yo, Barry Sanders was my favorite player growing up. I loved the Detroit Lions, and it always stuck with me. And I was bummed out when they traded Matthew Stafford for Goff, because I kind of felt like it was a situation where, like the Paul Pierce situation. Pierce was with the Celtics for 10 years and busting his ass, and they would not put people around him to help him win. And when they did, it was Antoine Walker, who was more about showing off than winning a championship. You know what I mean? Sorry, my bad. But yeah, so the Lions, man, I couldn't be more happy for them. I really couldn't. Now, this game, watching this game in the first quarter, there was so much intensity. You could just see how badly both teams wanted to win, but more so with the Lions. I could just see it. And they both teams had a good first half. I would say the Rams had a good first half, and the Lions had a great first half. The second half was, a lot of punting, not a lot of points. I think what there might have only been a field goal. in the second half. Maybe a touchdown, but I don't. For some reason, I feel like all of those points except 3 were scored in the first half, but I could be wrong. And if I'm not mistaken, the Rams missed an extra point. Right? It hit the uprights if I'm not mistaken, but that game could have went into overtime. But I'm happy for the Lions. I'm glad it didn't go into overtime. I just wanted them to win. I'm happy for Jared Goff. I'm happy for the Detroit Lions. Yeah, man, they deserve it. Yeah, man. Yep, absolutely. Yep. And you know what? I really believe they're gonna win the next game. So now that I've gone over every game, I got about 15 to 20 minutes left tops. So if anyone wants to come up here while I talk about the AFC games and the NFC games next weekend, you're more than welcome. I'm going to drop the link. So we have in the AFC, we have the Ravens versus the Texans. Now, that's crazy. I feel like that is going to be the most, I don't know. I was going to say the most high-scoring game out of the 4 next weekend, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Either way, Ravens versus Texans. Now, one thing I will say is that Lamar Jackson won MVP, but if you look back in the history of the NFL, usually the person that wins the MVP of the season, their team does not win the Super Bowl. If Houston beats Baltimore, I'll be surprised. I don't know if I would be that surprised. The Ravens are on fire. The only reason I wouldn't be surprised is because I feel like the Texans are as good of a team, but the Ravens have way more experience and way more vets. So yeah, you're right. I mean, I definitely expect the Ravens to come out on top there, but you never know, man. You never know. Hazy, what's good? What's Hazy up? Hazy, what's good, my G?
What's good, brother?
Chilling. Just I didn't even. I was like, I'm not even gonna do this, but then I was like, I already rescheduled it. I don't want to keep pushing it out because then what's the point in doing it? So I figured I'd just do it real quick before I went to bed.
Right, yeah. Sometimes work kicks you in the ass, man.
Hell yeah, bro. And when you least expect it, too.
Yep, for sure. I've been there plenty of times, believe me.
Yep. So, what do you think, man, about this? About these games that we got left. What first? Let me start with this. What do you think about KC versus Buffalo? Or actually, before we go there, is there anything?
Yeah, just ask me the matchups, and I'll tell you who I think's going. Because I'm a big fucking football fan. Like I told you, I'm a Cowboys fan. I was named after Troy Aikman. That's why my name's fucking Troy. But yeah,
right on.
Yeah. But just name the matchups and I'll give you my opinion on it.
Okay. All right. So we'll start with a tough one. Buffalo versus Kansas City. Now, Buffalo's gonna have home field.
Right. I'm gonna say this: if Josh Allen, this year he led the league with interceptions. So the O-line for Buffalo is going to have to hold up, so he can, he ain't going to get crazy in the pocket and throw interceptions.
Right.
So
keep his composure.
What was that?
I said so he can keep his composure without having to worry about the D-line coming right at him.
Yeah, for sure. He could run the ball. A couple schemes, I think, that they could run like they did against us. We had a close game against them.
Yeah.
And they can run the ball real good. Like they can really play some smash mouth football and run it down your neck. Absolutely. And then that can, yeah. And if that happens, that's going to open up the pass games, and then that's whenever you get the ball to Diggs and stuff.
Right. Yep. Yeah.
And then that could probably open up to them beating Kansas City. Kansas City really wasn't playing. They were like on off, like they like towards the end of the season, they didn't really have they weren't doing good.
I think they almost got knocked out of the playoffs.
Yeah, they did. They they snuck in there. So
yep.
It's I'm gonna have to give it to Buffalo, man. I'm gonna have to give it to Buffalo.
Me too. I just think that given the fact that after week 12 they were 6-6 and they had 5% probability of even making the playoffs, and then after that they didn't lose a game for the whole rest of the season. So they're on some other shit right now. So yeah, I got Buffalo too.
Yeah, I think Buffalo's going to take that convincingly. I mean, Buffalo hasn't beat Kansas City also in the playoffs, and they went up against each other twice, I believe.
Yep.
And they're out for blood, man. So I got Buffalo, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. I agree with you. I think they're out for blood too. And Kansas City's chemistry is just not there right now. So
yeah, not in sync like they used to be. Like with whenever Tyreek was there and everything, it's been slowly plummeting. So
yep, absolutely. So next in the AFC, we got the Ravens versus the Texans.
Ravens are going to whoop the Texans' ass.
No, I really wouldn't be surprised. They have too much
weapons on both sides of the ball, man.
And too much experience.
That too, yeah. Texans are a young team, man.
Yeah. I don't like that matchup for them. But what I will say about that is that CJ Stroud is so impressive that, I mean, look what he did to the Browns defense, which was the number 1 overall defense.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a bullet for an arm. I'll give him that. And, obviously, he's got legs or whatever, but I think it's going to come down to experience, man. I really think that's what it's going to boil down to. And with such a young quarterback, whenever you got a young quarterback in there, whenever he's getting pressured a lot, if they apply pressure to him, and he's just gonna, if that happens, he's gonna get uncomfortable, and then he's gonna make those mistakes that you're not supposed to make in the playoffs.
Right, because he doesn't have the playoff experience to know better, so he's definitely going to make those mistakes. I agree with you there.
Yeah, man.
So you think it's going to be Ravens pretty convincingly.
I think maybe like the first quarter, it might be a little bit back and forth, but Ravens have a way of once the game gets settled in, they just start going off, and you can't catch up to them.
True, very true. I think you're right. I think the first quarter it's probably gonna end like 14-10 or something, like 10-7, something like that. But then it's gonna the Ravens are gonna slowly just keep pushing that lead. So yeah, I think the Ravens. I don't think the Ravens are gonna win the Super Bowl, but I do think that they have a chance. But they're definitely going to beat the Texans. If the Texans win this game, I will be very surprised.
Yeah, so will I. They definitely have a good shot. I see them in the championship game. I actually think they got a chance of actually going to the Super Bowl, man. That might be a long shot, but I don't know, man. The Ravens been playing fucking good. They beat Miami. Who else did they beat? They beat a couple good teams, and
they did, bro. They did, and I feel like the only thing, like I think they can go to the Super Bowl, and I think they can win it. I think they can beat any team on the other side. But the thing is, if I go by history, the player that wins the season MVP, their team never wins the Super Bowl. So I don't know if it's like a scripted thing where like, hey, look, if you win the MVP, your team doesn't get to win the Super Bowl too. You know what I mean?
You're right about that. You're right. I mean, look at Dak Prescott.
Right. And look at the year that the Patriots went undefeated. Tom Brady gets MVP, and then we lose
just to lose to the Giants.
Yeah, to a 9-6 Giants. Like that was bad.
That year broke my heart, man, because they're in the same NFC East that we're in. I'm like, wow, man, I got to walk around and hear about Giants fans all this.
Yep, and they still haven't let that go.
Yeah,
they still throw that in your face every chance they get.
Yep.
All right, so NFC, right? NFC, these are some really good matchups on both sides. NFC, we have basically your typical NFC playoff game. San Francisco 49ers versus Green Bay Packers.
I tell you what, if Green Bay plays the way they did against us, I don't know, man. Like that's going to be that's a game right there. That might be game of the week or weekend, whatever. I don't know how to call that one, really.
Yeah, it's hard because I'll tell you why I think it's hard. Because Green Bay is, I mean, they showed us what they can do. Their defense has been shaky, but like in that Dallas game, their defense played very well in the first half. The second half, not so much. So it really is going to depend on their defense because San Francisco, I mean, Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel.
Oh yeah, man.
Brandon Ayuk, like that's a different type of combination. And the Cowboys don't really have three players of that caliber, on offense. So they just have one, which is CeeDee Lamb. So but
then the one that came after that, I would say was probably Cooks.
Yes, I'm a huge fan of Brandon Cooks. I was even before he came to the Patriots when he played for the Texans?
Yeah, he played for the Texans. Yeah, every single team he's went to, he's had over 1,000 yards. So,
and he won a Super Bowl with the Patriots.
Yeah, man. But I'm gonna have to say,
That's a tough one to call.
I'm gonna have to go with San Francisco, man. I might just have to go with San Francisco, just because Christian McCaffrey is a dog, bro, and
unbelievable.
Like the rivalry, like as much as I love my team and much as it hates me to fucking root for San Francisco, I might just have to give it to him, man. I think they might win. I think they probably win that ball game, man.
Yeah, I think they have too many weapons, and like Green Bay has a lot of great receivers, and of course they have Aaron Jones, but like all of their receivers are rookies, so like there's no experience there. Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, they've played in playoff games. Christian McCaffrey has played in playoff games. You know, I think I got San Francisco too. I think, yeah.
And the schemes they come up with on offense is like Deebo Samuel can be a receiver. You can get a little jet sweep to him, screen, just like it's you don't know what's coming with San Fran, man.
Right, and you could put Deebo as a cornerback or a lineman or a linebacker, and he'd still make plays happen.
Yeah, for sure, agreed, man.
Yeah, so that's gonna be an interesting game. But if I had to put money on it, I would definitely say San Francisco.
Yeah, for sure. Me too.
So far we've agreed. San Francisco, Ravens, and Buffalo. So far we're on the same page. Now this last game, I have a clear-cut winner for this, who I think is going to win. But this other team has been very surprising this year. So but we got the Detroit Lions versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Both neither team has a good defense, but both teams have pretty good offenses,
You know what? I'm gonna have to go with the Lions, man.
Yep, me too.
I think Baker Mayfield's gonna choke, bro.
He's gonna choke. I agree.
He's got choke syndrome. You know what I mean?
Yep. He usually does that. He'll have like a couple good games or something where he's trying to like prove himself, and then all of a sudden he just goes back to shit in the bed.
Yep. And that Lions team, they're good, man. And they're a young team also.
Yo, Jahmyr Gibbs, the running back, and then Sam Laporta, the tight end, they're both rookies. Unbelievable players. And then St. Brown, obviously.
Yup. St. Brown was like, when we were playing him, he was tearing our ass up, bro.
I bet. Yeah, he's an animal, man. He's an animal. And
I think Lions got that.
Yeah, me too. I think St. Brown is like the new Megatron. Like he really he can make a lot of great plays happen.
For sure.
And I would say he may not have the most yards, he may not have the most catches or the most touchdowns, but to me, when I look at the receivers in the league and all the games I watched this year, it seems to me that St. Brown's the most reliable receiver.
Yeah, what came to my head was clutch. Like Whenever you need to get the ball to him, he's going to catch that bitch. Like, he's going to catch it.
Yeah, he's definitely going to catch it for sure. And I think that's rubbing off on Laporta too. Laporta's starting to, because he's been having some amazing games. So,
I mean, they wouldn't be where they are without, them players doing what they've been doing. So,
yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. So yeah, man, this is gonna be an interesting Final Four showdown.
Yeah, and then after that, whoever wins, that's going to be even more interesting. Picking, the divisional round.
Mm-hmm. I want.
Let me ask you this: who do you want in the Super Bowl?
Who do I want?
Yeah,
I want Buffalo versus Detroit.
I could see that. I could also see the Ravens in Detroit.
I that was gonna be my second thing because I'm a big fan of the Ravens. I like Lamar Jackson a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I like that new tight end Isaiah Likely a lot. Mark Andrews, of course. Yeah, I like the Ravens a lot. So yeah, if not Buffalo, I'd like to see the Ravens in there. But yeah, definitely on the NFC side, I really want to see Detroit in there, and I want to see Detroit win it.
Yeah, they got a ring. They got a ring. I can't. It ain't coming up in my head, but don't they have a ring, or they never had a ring?
I don't know. I don't think Detroit ever won one.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Has Buffalo? I don't think Buffalo has either.
No, we beat Buffalo's that they went to 4 straight Super Bowls in the early 90s, and we beat them twice.
The Oilers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We beat Cowboys, beat them twice, and then they lost to 2 other people, which I think was Green Bay and somebody else, and I think San Francisco.
Probably. Yep. Very good chance. Yep.
So, yeah, Jim Kelly, fucking poor Jim Kelly, never got his ring.
I know, man. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, you get to the Super Bowl 4 times in like 6 years, and you don't win nothing.
I know. That's like Jerry West, like in the NBA. Like he went to like fucking 11 finals in a row and lost to the Celtics every time. He finally got one, but
yeah.
it took a lot. It was more of a pity one. Like, hey, here you go.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Like, maybe the teams weren't that good or whatever, and then once you got into the finals, you had a layup.
Right. Yep.
They're like, "Yeah, here's your pity ring right here, bro.
Yeah.
You got one."
and he still wouldn't stop bitching. So they were like, all right, we'll make you the logo.
Right.
That's really what happened too. If you watch there's a show called Winning Time on HBO about Magic Johnson growing up, and they definitely talk about that.
Yeah, I had to check that out.
Yo, that show is fire, bro. It's so good. My girl hates basketball. She loves that show because it shows how how the NBA really started. It was like back when it only had 8 teams or 10 teams, and Jerry Buss bought the Lakers and turned basketball into what it is now.
Yeah.
But it's a dope story. So, but yeah, so yeah, so go. Who do you think? Who do you think is gonna be in the Super Bowl on the AFC? Yes,
I think the Ravens, man.
Okay, all right.
It's either going to be the Ravens or Buffalo.
Yeah, I'm with you there, 100%. I think it's either going to be the Ravens or Buffalo, 100%. I think that they're definitely going to be playing each other in the AFC Championship game, and it's gonna just who's the better man that day. Who's the better team?
Yeah, and he don't throw Josh Allen don't throw picks. Buffalo dangerous.
Yep. Like I said, man, yesterday he ran for. I mean, he threw for 3 touchdown passes, ran for 1 for like 30 yards, and threw 0 interceptions. Had no fumbles. I don't even think he got sacked.
Dude, he a big boy, bro. For a quarterback, he's fucking.
He is.
He's a big dude, bro.
I think he's like 6'7" or something.
Yeah, he's like around that height.
Yeah. Tom Brady was a pretty big quarterback too.
He's slow.
Slow though, yeah, he's very slow, very, very, very slow.
When he would scramble, bro, he'd get like 3 or 4 yards of scramble.
But he did get some big ones, though.
Y'all always kept y'all's offensive lineman in check and tight. Make sure he was protected.
Absolutely, you got to. When you got someone like Tom Brady, we got to protect our investment.
Tom Brady was basically like the offensive coach, man. Like
he was. Yep, absolutely. He was definitely making the calls. He was like when it was you know, they'd give their suggestions, but if he'd look at, you know, if he didn't like what he saw, he'd be like, he wouldn't even tell the coaches like, hey, I'm gonna run this play. Instead, he would just do it.
Oh no, he would. He definitely, like, I mean, if you look at it, dude, it's like right in plain sight. Once he left, you know, the Patriots hadn't done shit.
No, and it sucks to watch, but at the same time, I'm just grateful that I got to see. 6.
Yeah, man, y'all got 6 rings, man. You got to see something. I mean, I was I just came out my mother whenever we, you know, I was born in 94, so early 94. So I haven't got to really see as an adult my you know, my team win a Super Bowl, but hopefully that comes soon. Who knows?
It's going to, bro. I'm telling you, if Stroud stays there, which I truly believe he will, and if Tank Dell can stay healthy, and Nico Collins stays, they have a great tight end with Schultz. They have a really good offensive line. Well, not really good. I think they could probably bulk up the offensive line a little bit.
You gotta remember, I'm a Cowboys fan though, not Houston.
Oh shit, that's right. Yo, and honestly, like with the Cowboys, man, when not last year, but the year before, or it might have been last year, it was like the first game of the season, when Dak Prescott his ankle just
he broke his ankle.
Yo, and that was bad. I didn't think I didn't think he was coming back from that.
I didn't either, man. He had a fast recovery, and then we got through it with Cooper Rush. What do you think about Trey Lance, though? What do you think about that?
Now, what is he the backup? He's backup for.
He's third string, from Cooper Rush's second string, and then Trey Lance is third.
I honestly, I would move Trey Lance up to backup.
I would too. Yeah. I've been saying that all year.
Yeah. I don't know why they would not do that.
We paid this man money to come to, but Jerry Jones, man, I hate to say it, bro. Like, until he dies, bro, I don't know if we'll see a Super Bowl, man.
No, you're right. You're 100% right. I agree with you. I think that I think because the franchise has like 5 Super Bowls or 4 Super Bowls or whatever it is.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah, 5. Yeah. I think he's content with that. And I think now for him, it's more about like running the NFL Coaches Association and making money, I think, for him.
Well, the fans aren't content with that no more. Next year, bro, like there's so many fucking people pissed off about this. Like,
I bet.
Yeah, man, it's just like, I think the fans just need to, like, we ain't gonna be. Don't go to the games. Don't buy merchandise.
Right.
He's got all this money. I think the Cowboys, they're the most profitable sports team.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Like I said, they're considered America's team.
Yeah, and I get your thing with the Patriots, but like, it's just like, whenever you're a fan of a certain team and you're a diehard, man, it's just like you got to stay with your team no matter what. It's just like having a brother or sister, man. It's just.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Like I watched the Celtics lose. I was born into a Celtics championship in 1984. They won the championship the day after I was born, and then they won one in 1986, and then so I was still like mad young, so I hadn't really seen one until 2008. You know what I mean? So
right.
But I was lucky enough to have those Patriots Super Bowls. But I think, honestly, I'm going to be real with you. I really thought that the way Dak was playing after when he returned from that injury, the way I saw him playing, I honestly thought they were going to win the Super Bowl this year. And Tony Pollard was even playing good at the beginning of the year. He was playing great last year.
Yeah, we got rid of Elliott, and I really wouldn't want Elliott because once he got paid, like a lot of players, like if you notice, once they get that big deal, they stop progressing the way that they did. It's like they lose that hunger, and that money takes away the hunger.
Right.
You need to find a person that even though they get that money to be like, no, that ain't good enough. I want a championship.
Right. Yep.
We haven't had that.
No, you're right. You're right. It's all about the money. And like, I remember like before the 2000s hit, before like 2010, when you were a football player, you played to win championships, not to make money. The money was great, but like they were there to win championships, Now it's just and here's the thing about that too is like they're like, oh, I'm this good, I deserve this much, and then they'll be like, okay, and they'll give them that much, and then they don't, like you said, they don't progress. Say the coach comes up to them and says, why haven't you progressed? Why haven't you shown us like what we paid you for? Like these motherfuckers think like, well, I asked for that money because I was already worth that money. You want me to do more, you got to pay me more. Like I feel like that's the type of time a lot of them are on. Yeah,
a lot of players are spoiled, man. Like back, we can go back even the early 2000s. You got running backs, you got quarterbacks getting paid this ridiculous amount of money, and then after that, they ain't doing what the fan standards are. Like we want to win a championship, and it's just like, they're like, well, whatever, and it's just like, well, bro, like you got paid all this money, you should put a fucking Lombardi trophy on that table.
Absolutely. Talk your shit.
Like, this is why, like, we paid you this much.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I'm saying get Derrick Henry.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I hope the Patriots go after like a Derrick Henry. He's obviously on like the downslope of his career, but like he's still hit over 1,000 yards this season. He still had a lot of really good games.
Yeah, of course.
He had some lackluster ones, but he had a lot of really good games.
Yeah, he did, and I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, this might be like his last couple. He only got a couple years left. Get him before it's too late, and then also, I gotta say, we can have another receiver. Remember, we picked up Martavius Bryant. You remember him?
Yep, of course.
Big, tall dude. Like, yeah. I think he played for the Steelers, if I'm not mistaken.
Martavius Bryant. I believe he did play for the Steelers.
And he got into a lot of trouble or whatever with the NFL. And, yeah, he's on the practice squad. Next year, bring him out and get rid of Gallup, because Gallup ain't doing nothing. He's non-existent at this point.
Yeah, he's not doing shit. He caught a few passes on Sunday, but that was about it. He hasn't done anything in the last couple of years.
Yeah, for sure.
Cowboys fans are the most obsessive football fans. I don't know, Indigo. Patriots fans are pretty.
There's a lot of them out there.
Yeah, I think it's I think there's a group for each team, to be honest. Except for maybe a couple, but like even like the Jets, man, like people know what's gonna happen with the Jets every year, and they still get their hopes up. They still go buy season tickets. That shit's crazy.
What about the Raiders?
I've always been a fan of the Raiders. I love their colors. I love their logo. But I honestly, I'm a big fan of Devontae Adams, but I do think he's going to be going to the Jets with Aaron Rodgers next year.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers has been he's been pissing some people off about that Epstein stuff.
I'm glad, man.
Me too.
Yeah, it's about time somebody who has a voice like his, does that shit. But but yeah, so they're trying to reunite them too. But Aiden O'Connell, he's all right. I feel like given more time, he'll be better. Jacoby Myers, amazing receiver, and I said that when he played for the Patriots. I said if we could get this guy someone who can actually throw the fucking ball, Jacoby Myers would be one hell of a receiver.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I'm gonna tell you this about the Raiders. That rookie tight end that they have.
I don't know his name.
Mayer or something. It's like Mar or Mayer. Big white dude, number 87, I think. I don't know. But yo, I watched this guy play twice, and he needs a quarterback who knows how to utilize tight ends, because I'm telling you, this dude could be the next Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah.
It took like 6 guys to tackle him. And he's way faster than Rob Gronkowski ever was.
Yeah, Rob Gronkowski, whenever he wasn't really like a catch it and then like yards after play type of dude. He just, go up in the air, catch it. That was it. You know what I mean?
And if he did get yards after catch it, he was dragging people down the field.
Yeah. I mean, He did have a couple like good plays, but yeah,
No,
yeah, you're definitely right about that.
Yep. So I think that I think there's a lot of good teams in the NFL right now, and the slots were changed, the positions were changing all season long, and I think that over the next few years, the NFL is probably going to be the most exciting that it's been in the last decade, maybe.
We need to get, yeah, I agree with you, and we need to get better refs in there.
Oh my, we need better refs. These refs are awful. I was watching a game yesterday. I can't even remember what game it was. I was so heated.
Yeah.
They called. So there was a pass interference play, and
you remember what game it was,
or a hold or something, and the guy grabbed him and literally wrapped his arms around him, around his waist way before the ball got there, and then the ball got there. And the receiver caught it, but he was still, the other guy had him wrapped up. And as soon as the ball hit the guy's hands, the receiver's hands, the defender fucking took him down. And the refs didn't call pass interference. Like, you can't wrap him up before the ball even gets there. That's the definition of pass interference, right?
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah. So then the next drive, the same thing happens with the other team, and the hold or the pass interference, it wasn't near as bad. All he did was tug on the guy's jersey, and they called pass interference.
Yeah,
I want to say it was the Rams-Lions game, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. There's so many games, it's hard to remember like each and every play,
Because they're always doing that shit.
I mean, flag after flag after flag after flag after flag, and I'm not trying to, like, I watch a lot. Of course, you're going to remember your favorite team,
right?
Like, dude, like Michael Parsons getting held like a motherfucker, and also hands to the face.
That was bad.
He wrapped him up kind of, and then also had like he put his whole face and or whole hand in the dude and Micah's and
I noticed that there were two that happened right in a row. Same guy on Micah Parsons, and they called one of them, but they didn't call the other one.
Yeah, man, and the referees are standing right there, and it's like games that I like. I watch other teams because you want to know how other teams are, of course, because you want to know who you're going to go up against, who you might face in the playoffs, and you're watching. It's like, dude, how do you not see that? I'm on the television, I can see it, dude. Like, what?
Right.
This shit's uncalled for, man.
Yeah, I don't. The refs, like, you'll literally see them. The camera will show them, and it'll show them like with their hands on their knees, like scrunched down a little, like watching the play.
Yeah.
And then see it happen, and then go, "Oh, I didn't see it."
Did you see that? Dak went to throw a pass to CeeDee Lamb in the end zone. I forget what game this was, dude, but the guy grabbed on the CeeDee Lamb's pants, literally, like his lower tights, and pulled
him down, right?
Yeah, like kind of pulled him down, and like the defender could probably see his ass pause, but that's how bad it was, dude, and there was no call.
Yeah, he pulled it down from the back, right? And CeeDee Lamb kind of fell over on his back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's like, Jesus Christ, man. Like,
you know what it is? It's like when you're that good, it's like they let shit go for the people that are covering you, but it's like it's not my fault I'm that good. The rules should apply the same to everybody, no matter how good I am. You know, just because I, you know, this bum can't keep up with me doesn't mean he should get to grab me and hold me.
I fully agree with you on that. Like, if you're, you know, you win that route and everything, and that defender's going to do whatever he's got to do. And a lot of people this year got away holding penalties and, you know, pass interference. And it's just like, you're sitting there shaking your head like, dude, like you were right there. Like, what's going on, dude? Come on.
They I swear it's because they're paid off to do certain shit.
I believe that, man. I believe that wholeheartedly. That refs got their favorite teams and they're paid off by organizations. They ain't gonna want to tell you it, but I mean,
there was a NBA referee that came out.
I heard about that. I don't watch NBA that much.
Yeah,
I'm a Celtics fan because my dad's a Celtics fan.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I'm a Celtics fan.
But yeah, so they this guy came out and he was like, look, I took part in this. I was actually the ringleader, the guy said. He's like,
right.
But it's still going on now. And the reason I resigned was because I didn't feel right about what I was doing and whatever. But he was like the ringleader. So what they were doing is like, it wasn't even just they were throwing games, but then they would start to do like parlays and stuff. So like that's why sometimes when you see a guy shoot a 3-pointer,
yeah,
or, I'm sorry, tried to shoot a 3, but his foot was on the line.
Yeah,
but the refs still call it a 3. That's because they needed that extra point.
They want the score to, pan out to what they want the score to be.
Exactly.
And then the flags are going to come whenever they need that team not to score. You get what I'm saying? Like that's exactly like. Believe me.
They think people are stupid, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I mean, shit, dude. I think all of us, all the people we mess with, in the community and rock with, I think we all know that we're like-minded people, and right. I be in the chat and all that, so I know a lot of people catch on to this stuff and know about it.
Absolutely, that's there's a lot of dummies in the battle rap community, but in this specific area of the community, it's people who are not only like-minded but also they question things. They don't just follow what other people say. They do their own research. And
yep. And the thing is like people in your everyday life, I've said this before on Crucial's thing, I can't talk to the regular person about this stuff because they look at me like I'm crazy.
Yep. Nah,
you know what I mean?
Yep. I don't really bring it up outside of this community because people, like you said, people look at you like you're crazy. Like,
yeah, put this motherfucker in a nut house. There ain't no underground tunnels that I ain't gotta get into it. You know what we watched, I'm sure you follow Adept.
Oh yeah. That shit was wild, bro. I can't even. That dude coming out of that tunnel was something different.
If I saw that during the day, bro, I'd have a panic attack and then be like, Like, what the hell is going on? And right after he got into that, his stream got cut down.
Oh shit. So somebody was watching that is associated with him that also has the power to be like, nope, this video is scrubbed off the internet now.
We don't want this on there, so we're gonna strike your channel.
Wow.
And ADEP hasn't been live. I think that was 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And I couldn't wait for him to cover it because he was like, I'm gonna cover it. And then he started covering it. I was like, okay. And then all of a sudden it was like, this video is no longer available. I was like, well, there went that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I've been going live a lot too. Is because I noticed like Adept hasn't really been going live, and I try not to go live when like Adept's live or DME's live, because you know, not that like people are gonna leave their stream to come over here and watch me, but like I just don't want to, you know, that's their time, you know what I mean? Even if one person is like, fuck it, I'm gonna go watch Social Assassin, like I'd rather not. I'd rather them just stay over there and then I'll go live later, you know. But
yeah, I mean, dude, all you gotta keep on doing is just doing what you do, and over time, man, it might not happen overnight, of course, but you'll get the subscribers, and realize that you're on the same time as the other bloggers, and the bloggers that we watch, not no weirdos, you know what I mean?
right, yeah. Nah, I try to be as genuine and as honest as possible, you know.
Yeah, you definitely come across as straight laced guy. So
word, I'm glad because I've heard that from a few different people that so I appreciate that, because like I really do try to be, because there's too many people on this internet shit that just be talking just to talk, and they would never say none of that stuff in person to anybody, you know what I mean? They would never. It's just people need to just relax and have a good time with this shit.
They need to stop being keyboard warriors. If you don't like what this person is saying, unsubscribe to them and then go to a different place.
Facts. Like someone came into my chat like a couple weeks ago and he said, "You sound like a hoe," and I laughed and I was like, "Okay, cool." And then he said something else, and I was like, "All right, word, whatever, man. You're in here watching me, like, so cool."
Yeah, right. You're the weirdo.
Yeah, facts. You're the weirdo. Like, you don't have to be in here at all.
And Clip said, which live was he talking about? It was the last live, Clip. The last live he went. Yes. It was either yesterday or the day before.
Yeah, it was definitely the last one he did. It was not, I know it wasn't today, because I was up at like 2 a.m. I think it was yesterday early morning. But yeah, he's right. It was Hazy's right. It definitely was it's definitely the last one.
Because he talked about three. He was bouncing from subject to subject, and then he brought that up, and then like maybe 10 minutes in, they was like, "Yep, that's enough."
Clip, go watch it, because there's literally you literally see a clip, no pun intended, of a Hasidic J, literally with the curls and the hat and everything, coming up out of this tunnel that looks like, if you ever seen the original Ninja Turtles movie, and he's looking for 46 and a half, and then they're like, "Down here, dude," and he has to like slide it through through the sewer.
Just look up Clip. All you gotta do is type this in on YouTube. Look up synagogue underground tunnels in Brooklyn.
Yep. If you look that up, definitely you'll find it. Indigo. Hazy. Don't listen to Indigo. Don't listen to Indigo.
What she said? I can hazy.
She said I private my lives, but that is not. I've only privated 2 lives, and it was only because I bombed on D Money really bad, and I felt bad afterwards, so I took it down. and then because like I honestly 90% of it I didn't feel bad about, and I wanted to keep up, but there were a few things in there that I was like, I shouldn't have
Was it
said
about?
that.
It was the Geechee Gotti one. Was it the
No,
Geechee Gotti?
nah, it's a different one. It's not up anymore, but the Geechee Gotti one is still up. But yeah,
Gotcha.
I went kind of crazy on him, so I took that down, and then I did a live the other day where I said my real name a couple times, and then I told some stories, and everyone's like, "Oh, you should delete this live." And then my girl told me at the end too. Because I wasn't gonna delete it, but she was like, "You really should delete that." So I deleted it. But I don't go around privating my lives.
Yeah, I mean,
But
yeah.
Indigo, trust me. I'm gonna get you an interview, and you're gonna have your very own stream that will not be privated. And Indigo, I'm gonna shout you out right here. If anybody does want to go see Indigo up on my panel, she was. If you go look at the real KB interview that I did, she pops up at. Yeah, she pops up on there, and we have a dope conversation. So, and if oh shit, I gotta get to bed. But real quick, if KB is still down, February 3rd, Saturday, February 3rd, or maybe Sunday, February 4th, we're gonna do like a birthday stream for KB. I'm gonna get a bottle. I don't even drink, but I'm gonna get a bottle. I'm gonna have a couple shots. We're gonna be smoking, all that, just enjoying fucking KB's birthday. So,
No, yeah, man.
yeah, that's how we do it over here. We give it up. We don't give other men flowers. We just give them respect. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, no flowers, but
Get the respect you deserve, man.
facts. I appreciate you, G. I said D, because I was trying to read Clip's comment at the same time. On the network channel or the Battle Rap Freedom Caucus channel? Ooh, that's a good question.
Is he talking about the video? I think.
I think. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go ahead. You got it.
I think it's on the Freedom Caucus channel.
Yeah, I want to say that too.
Yeah, I believe so. And the reason for that is because there's not as many subscribers, and they're trying to suppress that footage, and they're trying to. I believe they already suppressed some of the footage, but they're trying to keep that shit under wraps. So I assume, if I remember correctly, it's on the Freedom Caucus channel. But Clip, if you still can't find it, when I get up in the morning, I'll find it and I'll send it to you.
If not in the comments, I'll share it and just put it in the comment section.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So you'll get it, Clip, for sure. So if you don't find it, just comment on this video, let us know, and one of us will get that for you, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Clip. Absolutely. So before we get up out of here, I just want to say, real quick, Clip Corleone versus Pablo Picasso going down Friday, January 26th on Adept's platform. it's Never Forget 4, R.I.P. Kobe. There's a bunch of other great battles on the card, but Battle of the Night is going to be Clip Corleone versus Pablo Picasso. Then the very next day, on the 27th, we haven't set a time yet, but on the 27th, Saturday the 27th, one-on-one interview with Clip Corleone, and I got something special planned for that interview, and it's gonna be fire. So,
oh yeah,
for that, yeah, it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be very, very dope. And Hazy, excuse me, Hazy, you're more than welcome up on the platform anytime, my G, because you don't come up here on no bullshit. You come up here, you're respectful, you speak your piece, you give your opinion, and no one's ever gonna attack you for your opinion. No, even if we disagree with it, you know. I mean, maybe people in the chat, but you won't get it up here from me. So,
oh, it's all good, man. It comes with the territory, bro. You know, in order to
that's
earn
true.
respect, you give respect, man. That's how I was raised. So I ain't on that type of bullshit, and I'm far too old, you know, to be even doing that. You know, like you got to
Yep.
be a grown up, man. We're grown ass men, and you got to hold yourself accountable for your actions. So
Talk your
Sphinx,
shit.
Sphinx got to be accountable for his actions. A lot of people do.
Yep. Too many people, man. They just want to play victim. They just want to play victim
Yep, for sure. And
instead
we
of
don't co-sign that over here, man.
hell no, hell no. If you did something fucked up, stand on it and be like, you know what, I did it. I apologize. If you accept my apology, cool. If you don't, cool. At least I tried. You know.
Yep, can't agree more, man.
So these you know, but hey, you know, everybody's different. I feel like you know, maybe he'll get there at his own time. And the other thing with Sphinx too, I said this the other day, is I really feel like he could be a cool person, um to you know, to smoke with or whatever, but like, or even just have a conversation about music with, but he's shown that that's not who he is.
Once you pass those certain barriers, people are gonna look at you a lot different. And
Always.
you're going to have to do a whole lot of motherfucking explaining. Not only that, you got to change your ways, brother. You're too old to be acting that way, man. Like you ain't a 13-year-old on the internet. You a grown ass man.
Grown ass man, older than me.
Yup, and you know, like it's unacceptable, and you're attacking people's family members. You're attacking people's girls. And let me tell you something, you can hide behind a keyboard or whatever. Try to pull that in real life. You're going to end up, nowadays, you're definitely going to end up getting shot or beat the fuck. Something's going to happen to you. So you need to really repent.
Yeah.
That's my opinion, man. But, you know, who am I? You know, we're all, you know, we're all people. We all make mistakes, but still, man. Like,
Nah, that's what I was gonna say. Who you are is somebody who has the right to state their opinion on this earth. Like, especially in regards to people who put their personal life on the internet. I don't look at us as nobodies. Like, I don't give a fuck if someone is famous and has a ton of money. They are no better than any of us.
they
And
breathe the same air we do.
that's a fact. That's a fact. The only people I can't say that about is like pedophiles, you know, like, and
Oh,
rapists.
yeah, they deserve to be fucking buried underneath the prison, bro.
Facts, facts. But as far as everything else, man, like, I don't care how much money people have. I don't care how much popularity they have. They're the same. They're the same as me. You know, I don't look at them as anything more than just a human being.
Yep. Totally agree, man.
Yeah, you know, it's you got to, otherwise, you know, well, the world's fucked anyway, but I'm not Maury Povich. Indigo keeps calling me the Maury Povich of battle rap. I haven't done any what's it called? Fucking DNA tests or anything yet, so
Indigo be saying some wild shit sometimes, man.
yeah.
But salute to Indigo though.
she just said Sphinx is the father. The father of who though? we gotta save that child.
Danny Lux.
Oh shit. That was awesome.
Motherfucking Danny Lux, he over there shacked up with her right now.
Oh man. That's wild. That is wild.
Doing powder off a damn Walmart cart.
Yo, that shit was so great. And the best part was when she like tried to play it off like she wasn't just doing that.
Bro, that was blatant. She was so high she didn't realize how blatant it was.
I know, yo. And then once she did realize it, like she kept her made sure her nose stayed under the screen.
Yeah.
And like tried to like wipe it off. It didn't work.
Trying not to sniff to, yeah.
Yep. Yo, that
was
was
wild.
Like at that point, it's like if I was putting some shit up to my nose, which I haven't done in like 15 years, if I was going to do some shit like that, I'd be like, and then realize, oh shit, I'm on cam. I'd just go with it at that point. Like, fuck it. Why try to hide it? And
like watch this big ass bump I'm about to take with my nose. One nose nostril. I ain't even got walls in my nose. I got one nostril.
Yo, that's probably true too. That's probably
she
true.
got one nostril, bro. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, because she said she's been doing this shit for like her whole life. So
yeah, she
nasty
with that brown tongue, man. Ugh.
Oh man, that's from eating Tay-Rock's ass.
She probably had some little fling with Lady Caution as well. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh man, she was sucking both their dicks.
Yeah.
Yo, I wonder if that picture of Tay-Rock with his legs spreading his tongue out, I wonder if that was like the first time he met Danny Lux.
Oh yeah, Danny Lux took that picture.
Yeah. He was probably like, yo, I want you to lay just like this with your tongue out, and I'll just like stand over here.
Yeah, you see how my tongue's out. I want you to have your tongue out like that whenever you know.
Oh man, yo.
Don't worry about it. I got some powder on the table for you and all that. We'll be good. I'll make your tongue numb.
Yep. And the cameras are off, so you don't gotta worry about getting caught.
Yep. Don't worry about it. The footage ain't gonna come out with like Vague and T-Rex. We'll be good. I'll keep you safe.
I'll keep you safe. Oh fuck.
We'll have the chamber of secrets. Yo, that was fucking great. Oh man, I love Harry Potter references. No, the funny thing is, what's his name? Crisis. He made his redemption, but the battle before that, he said something about having the dude in the Chamber of Secrets or some shit like that. That shit was funny.
Yeah, who said that?
Crisis.
Yeah. That shit was fire. I remember me and my girl were watching that shit together, that event, and she even reacted to that. Yeah, that shit was hard. I like that a lot. Oh shit. Oh shit, I just banned Indigo. Yo, that was a total act. How do I undo that?
Yeah, you better be careful, bro.
Indigo, yo, what the hell? I don't even know how to. Yo,
Clip
that's.
said, "Damn, I smoked a blunt with her before."
Oh shit! So high. She didn't care if she was on camera or not. The hit, the hit was the objective. That's a fact. That's a fact. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh my god,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
hilarious.
Tell him, Clip. Tell her, Clip. I don't play that shit. I don't even know what she did. I did. I honestly, I tried to like pin one of her comments, and I fucking. Oh man, that's
You
bad.
fucked up.
I fucked. I fucked up. I fucked up. Oh shit! I don't even know how to fix that on here.
Hey man, sleep deprivity, bro.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what. And you know what? I gotta be up at 2:30 tomorrow morning too. So it's like,
Damn.
actually, what time is it? 10. Yeah, I should probably go to bed. But tomorrow. So I was supposed to do this today. So I'm starting this thing. I'm sure some of y'all have seen, Social Assassination 101, and it's gonna be. I'm going to try to do it weekly, but if I don't have someone to bomb on that week, then obviously it won't be every week, but I'm going to try. So this was supposed to go down today, but because of work, I wasn't able to do it, but I was like, I'm definitely doing the playoff recap because, I know some people were interested in it, so I don't want to keep pushing that out. Plus, if I pushed it out more, it would have just kind of not been worth doing. But this social assassination 101 is basically just me teaching people how to socially assassinate somebody and giving examples. and
Oh shit, I might be the perfect one for that, bro. Cause
it's gonna be an interesting thing, and I'm not gonna attack too many people in the community. It's going to be more like mainstream or semi-mainstream people, but like definitely some people in the community deserve to get it as well. But when you guys see who the target is tomorrow, all of you are going to be like, it's going to make so much sense. You're going to be like, oh, okay, yeah. And at first you're either going to be really excited about it or you're going to be like, oh man, everybody's bombed on this guy, so what's the point? But trust me, I've clipped together some shit.
you did your homework.
I got some clips, yo. We're gonna break them down. Some wild shit that this person has said, some wild shit that this person has done, and we're gonna break it down. So I would love to have a couple people up there with me. I know Brick Street's going to be up there with me. I'm pretty sure Brick Street's going to be up there with me. But any of y'all are welcome.
Yeah, man. I don't know what time you plan on going live.
I got a pretty busy day tomorrow at work, but I should be home by like 4:00, so I should be able to go live around like 6. But I can do it I can do it a little later if it'd be better for you.
I mean, 6 is fine, man. Like
right.
that'd probably be perfect because I got some stuff I gotta take care of myself tomorrow. So
Oh, okay. Word. Yeah. So we'll. So I'll aim for 6. I think I already have it scheduled for 6 anyway. So, but yeah, it's gonna be fun, and I know, especially once I start talking about it, people are gonna want to come up on the panel. So,
Right.
I definitely want to get the people up there that I fuck with for real. So, but yeah,
Yep.
man, I appreciate you coming up here, man. And I appreciate you subbing to the channel. Yeah, we're about to make this community go crazy, and then once we get shit situated over on Kick, it's gonna be even better.
Yeah, for sure, man. Real recognize real, you know. That's why I subscribe to you.
Hell yeah, bro. I appreciate that, my G, for real.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you doing your thing, man, and I like the content, and I'll support. I'll hit the like button to get you in the algorithm. You know.
Yeah, I like that because I always forget to ask, so I appreciate anybody who actually does it.
I always hit the like button, man. Always, like, even if they don't ask, I hit the like button. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you like it, you like it, right? You're gonna click the button.
Right.
That's it, man. That's how I do it too.
Like with ADEP, DME Detroit, and Crucial, and now you. That's only 4 bloggers I listen to.
Me too. Those 4 and Bruce Leaf. Those are but Bruce Leaf doesn't really go live. He does pre-recordeds and stuff, but still,
fire.
Yeah, he's fire. But yeah, basically, me too. I only listen to them 4, and there's no point listening to anybody else.
Yeah, there really isn't.
No, because whatever they're saying, we're gonna get the news from Adept or DME. So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man, I appreciate you being on here, and definitely 6 o'clock tomorrow. Tune in, and I'll drop the link so you can come up. But yeah, man, thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the new subscribers.
Yeah, man. Likewise, man. Thank you for having me up here and able to talk, because I'd be wanting to talk and stuff, and like with ADEP's thing, it can get a little hectic up there, you know what I mean? So I've been on there one time.
Yeah.
And I don't really like going up there. It gets really hectic, and people in the comments will crucify your ass if you say one thing like they think is wrong.
Right.
And I rock with the chat and everything.
And also with that too is like all the people up there are like all either bloggers or virtual battle rappers. So it's like if you're not one of those 2 things, you're kind of like I'm
out the circle. Yeah.
Right. Like I've only been up on a depth stream like once or twice, and I didn't really like even talk. So I just built my shit organically and just so. But yeah, man, you look, man, my channel, like I like to give people a place to come and just talk about whatever they want to talk about. Like if someone has a bad day and they don't have a platform but they want to vent about it, come up on my shit and vent about it. You know what I mean? Because as much as you think like people don't care, like, oh, I had a shitty day at work, people aren't going to care. They do care. Like once you start telling the story, like people get engaged, and then they start asking questions. So man, anytime you want to come up here and I'm live, bro, you're welcome. And I
appreciate that wholeheartedly, my man.
Absolutely. And the way I do things too is like if someone wants to come up and say something, I'll put everyone else backstage and let that person get their shit off without interruption. So
right.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm trying to do shit right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you definitely going in the right direction, man. I don't see anything wrong with what you're doing, man. You doing your thing, man.
I appreciate that, man. For real, for real.
No, ain't no problem, man. You got my support.
Right on, right on. I like that. Well, my dude, Hazy, I appreciate you, brother. You have a great night and stay blessed, and we'll definitely see you tomorrow.
Hey, man, same to you, brother.
All right,
I'm
peace
out
out.
here. All right, peace, man.
Yo, man, shout out to Hazy, bro. Like, he's a good dude. I could tell he's a good dude, and I don't, you know, I don't like a lot of people. And I also don't care if people like me. So like that's why I'm not really huge on like growing my channel. Like if it happens, it happens, and I think it will. But like that's not my end goal with YouTube. I make money outside of YouTube. I would love to make money inside of YouTube. But you know that day will come. You know, you can never have too many sources of income. So speaking of, hit that Cash App, $ Social Assassin 47. I'm gonna be doing a contest. I have a beat. Caisur's gonna hate me. Caisur's gonna hate me because in the interview I told him that I would let him rap on it if Pablo didn't want to. But Pablo still might want to. So, but what it's a Marv 1 beat, and it's got a Marv 1 chorus. So what I'm gonna do is try to figure out a way to do a contest, and basically send whoever wants to do it, send them the beat, and whoever sends me back the best verse will get put on the song. And then I got this fire ass verse, two fire ass verses, that I'm gonna spit on one of these streams, but I don't rap for free, so that Cash App gotta hit like $50 before I spit a bar. That's facts, you know what I mean? You know, it is what it is. I ain't gonna be rapping for free. Believe it or not, Social Assassin used to get paid to rap. So, believe it or not, Social Assassin used to get paid to rap. We used to do shows and all types of stuff. We did festivals, and you don't really get paid much off those, but is Indigo back? I can't believe I banned her and I don't even know how to change it. Oh, Indigo, I am so sorry. I don't know what the hell happened. I tried to pin one of your comments and I ended up banning you. Oh, okay. So it only bans her for 300 seconds. Okay, word. Because it wouldn't let me change it. My bad, Indigo. But I do got to get off this live. I was only supposed to go live for an hour. I really got to go to bed. But I appreciate y'all tuning in, even though I was just talking about football. I appreciate y'all tuning in. But trust me, tomorrow, I don't know what time. I'm aiming for like 6 or 6:30. It's gonna be very, very fun. We are gonna be bombing on somebody. So I'm gonna need some people up there with me. I'm gonna need 2 people up there with me. Maybe 3. Because I want to have Brick Street up there 100%. I want to have P Black up there probably after we break it down. and then maybe like maybe Brick Street, Clip, and Hazy up there while I'm breaking it down or something. But yeah. Virtual S&M. Oh shit. All right, y'all. You guys ladies and gentlemen, have a blessed night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. I'm gonna be trying to go live as often as possible because I fuck with y'all. Y'all fuck with me. And if I can give y'all a little entertainment throughout the day or at night, then that's what we're gonna do. So, and like I said, I got some stuff in the works. I'm not trying to sound like Liddy, but I really do got shit in the works. I really, really do. I have two like segments, I guess you could say. Social Assassination 101 is one of them, which I'm starting to implicate now. But then there's another one, that another idea that I'm gonna implicate, but not probably not for a couple months, at least a month. But it's gonna be very, very fun. I just gotta find the right formula, and then I'm also gonna need like 2 people to help me with it. So, yeah. So salute to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all being in here. And yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow. Social Assassin. Peace. Shout out Clip. Shout out Indigo. Shout out Hazy. Shout out everybody that was in here. And February 3rd, Real KB birthday stream on my channel. Also, Clip Corleone versus Pablo Picasso face off going down on my channel. Clip, I haven't even talked to you about that yet, but I talked to Adept, and he said we could do it on my channel, and then he'll stream it on his channel after. So if you're down to do that, we can definitely get an interview going maybe this weekend or something. So yeah, salute to all y'all. Wait, when's the battle? Not this weekend, next weekend, right? Yeah, next weekend. So maybe we could do the face off this weekend or something. But all right, salute y'all. Social Assassin. Peace.